Tigers country, it is game day. We are set to make a huge statement tonight, and I could not be more pumped. I am talking today about our game plan to victory, our weakest link, and that what we have to do to overcome that, and just how we will come out on top tonight. But before we do that, welcome back to the channel. My name is Geordie. I'm a die-hard Tigers fan. It would mean the world to me if you like and subscribe, plus it helps me in the algorithm out a ton, and we have so much to get into. Don't mind these little war anchors, rearranging the studio, and things got a little crazy last night, and I got my measurements wrong. But here we are. We are looking at our team list. As you can see, we are going up against St. George Illawarra Dragons. They are 10th, we are 9th. We are going in with our fullback, Jahream Bula, up against their captain, Clinton Gutherson. That pairing there alone is going to be one to watch. I am so pumped to see Bula play, see him run, to see him be defensively sound as well, to just make a freaking statement that we have what it takes and we actually have a great team. Second is Tito Taruva, Sanua Taruva on our wing. Super excited to see him bowl over to some defenders tonight, put the ball on the ground, get us some points on the board. Same thing with Adam Dewey. I can definitely see him scoring a try tonight. I'll get into my first try scorer later, but for now, who do you think it's going to be? Adam Dewey will be one of our try scorers tonight. I strongly believe that, and he will set up a try as well, or two. We can also see the same thing from Brent Naden if he commits. If he can pass the ball, if he can run those gaps, if he can create gaps, he is one of the guys along with Charlie Staines, which I think tonight will be our weakest part, but that is not to get fear into us, but to just be realistic, like, hey, we aren't a perfect team, not yet anyway. And those guys just, Charlie Staines, this is his debut game for the season, and Brent Naden is normally on the wing for us and has been covering the wing for us lately. So those two, that pairing is going to be one to watch, and I think Benji has got a game plan for them. Our halves, 6 and 7, we're looking at Lockie Galvin and Jerome LUAI. Galvin, I want to see some flair. I want to see some unpredictability, but stay in your lane, man. You own that, own your lane. Get your boys running. Get those, second rollers coming through with those quick flick passes right last minute as you get hit by the defender, getting them running through that line. Same thing with LUAI, but I want to see more chatter from you, brother. I want to see you leading. I want to see you, not yelling, but, being passionate with your words, getting the boys to come together, to fire up each other. And with that, I believe if you do that, Terrell May will, one, be turned on himself, but two, will turn on the other fellas on the field. And, it will just be straight fire on that field. Terrell May is our prop tonight, number 8, going up against Toby Couchman. Terrell May is definitely the better player. Terrell May is probably the best player on this field tonight against anyone. So I'm super pumped to see him play. I'm guessing he's going to be playing a full 80 again, and getting those great meters, those great offloads, tackle breaks, all the sweet stuff that we love from the Terminator. Number 9 is our hooker, Uppy Korosai, going up against Damien Cook. Uppy is definitely the better hooker. He is more relaxed. He is more locked in. He is more flairful and quick to play the ball. He can run off dummy and do really great things. He knows how to push it out wide. Not saying Damien doesn't, but I think Uppy just has a little more seasonality and veteran spirit to him. And why we're talking about veteran spirit, Brent Naden is definitely one of our vets and seasoned vets, but he has definitely been out of the game for a little bit. He had a great preseason. He's had a great couple games the last few rounds. There was a few iffy moments, but he just needs to lock in, and I think he will be just fine. Next up, after number 9, our hooker, we're looking at Fonu Pole. Again, an absolute bulldozer of a bloke. Super pumped to see him just run the ball hard, be a defensively brick wall, and to just create kind of an unpredictability on the field that the defense doesn't know what's coming. They don't know if he's going to go left, right, straight, over him, and I want to see that. I want to see that unpredictability, that confusion that he creates for the defense. Same thing with Samuel Faianu, our second rower, along with Alex Seyfarth. These guys are absolute units. They have so much power behind them on the attack and on the defense, but on the attack, I just want to see Faianu, continue just to do his thing, running hard, running those different lines, left, right, straight, great, passing the ball as well, and just going barreling over the try line. And Seyfarth, I know we talked about him earlier in the week. All I want to see from him is change up his direction. Get a little flare step going, like a little goose step kind of thing. And I think with that, he will definitely be able to gain some more meters going in to this round. And then his mate on the lock is Alex To'a. This guy is an absolute unit. I love this dude to bits. He is one of those guys that you want on your team in terms of the energy he brings, the heat he brings, and the intensity that he brings. I want to see a huge defensive brick wall from him. He does not miss tackles, and that, I think, to me, is one of the most valuable things that this game has to hold. And not to mention, we are going back up against David Clemmer, a former Tiger, and I know there will be a mentality thing there for him. So really, really intrigued to see what comes of that, how he will do going up against his old team, if he will know the predictability part of it, or if our boys are just too unpredictable in a good way that he won't know what's going on. On our interchange, on our bench, we've got De Silva, we've got Royce Hunt, Jack Bird, and Sion Fanu. Absolute legends. Absolute great people in terms of their positions that they play. We got Talon De Silva. He's going to be one of our hookers in the future, but tonight he gives fresh legs for Uppy. He can even step in at 5'8" or halfback if needed, I really do believe, and a great center. Royce Hunt, he's going to bring that energy, that intensity, especially in the second half, I believe. Although maybe we could play him right off the bench if Benji decides to change things up. I don't know. Jack Bird, one of those guys that, gives 110% to everything he does. Would love to see a little more commitment from him in terms of playing the ball correctly, running the ball correctly, and just being more intentional about controlling what he can control. And Sion Fayanu, like, absolute legend, absolute gun of a young fella. He's an absolute weapon on the field, so super, super pumped to see him play. And I believe when he comes on the field, he's going to step the boys up. The boys are going to be here, he's going to bring it up to here, everyone's going to come with him. It's going to be magnificent. I cannot wait. And while we're, looking at stats and bringing the boys up, just a little background on this for us. Like, we've played 46 games against the Dragons. They've won 25. We've won 21. So in theory, on paper, they are, the better team compared to us. They're above us. The last 2 games they've won by pretty decent, but that's old Tigers. We are new Tigers. This is our one jungle, baby. We're going to freaking show up the Suncorp and take some names. We're coming off a win. They are coming off a nasty loss, like 18-46 kind of loss. And we're building something here. We're in that moment where we want this. And to say that, we're 50%. We're 4-8 right now. They're 3-7. We've scored way more points than them, 180. They've conceded a lot more, 164. We have a much better completion rate by 6% at 80%. They're at 74%. Our tackle efficiency is a little less, 86%, where theirs is 90.2. So our defense, I believe, will have to be key tonight. They have a lot more speed than we do, especially on those outside edges. So if we can defensively shut them down, I'm talking Alex To'a, I'm talking Seyfarth, I'm talking Naden, even Charlie Staines. Like, we have to be good and on point with defense tonight, making sure we're back on our mark, fast line speed up, tighten up when we need to, because if we let them have gaps, they have the speed. I don't think we can outrun them. Even with Bula in the back, I just don't think we have what it takes to outrun them. They definitely just have a lot of speed, a lot of agility. So if we can shut them down defensively, we will be just fine. And shutting down Valentine Holmes, as he is one of their key players, and he's going to be a weapon tonight. I can just feel it. The average point score, we're 22-22. Average points conceded, we're 20, they're 23. Same, play the ball pretty much. This is kind of interesting. We're about the same at this venue, what we've won, but they do definitely have the overall wins here at Suncorp. So really, really, really intrigued to see, or not Suncorp, sorry, just the overall as a club. So I'm really intrigued to see how we come out on top tonight. I believe if we stick to our defensive gun and making sure we are sound on that end, we will be just fine. We will shut down any of their plays. That's where a lot of their points are going to come from. It will be that backline. I think in the middle, we actually are going to be okay. I think we have a little bit better middle than they do. Just my opinion. Let me know if you disagree or what your thoughts are on that. But I think with Terrell May, with Alex Seyfarth, with Alex To'a, like those guys, I think they can shut them down in the middle. I really, really do. And I think our biggest weakness is going to be those edges, especially the link with Staines and with Naden. That's gonna be our biggest weak link tonight. And I think if we can just send support over there, making sure they're on their gun, on their mark, we will be just fine. There's definitely a little bit of fear in terms of what if they target that, knowing that, and I fully expect them to do that. So I want LUAI, I want Galvin, I want Uppy to be vocal, to be communicating the whole game, because this is going to be so important to win this game. We need to win the next few rounds before our bye. They put us in pretty top 8, and then we will be just fine. I think that will set us up for a good success in the future. And I'm going to stream the whole thing. So I'm going to stream the play-by-play reaction. So if you're around watching the game and you want to tune in, drop in the comment how you're feeling. We'll be going over the plays together. I will definitely have that live stream going. I'm going to get that posted after this video, so make sure you hit notify me on that video, because it's always a fun time hanging out with you guys, watching footy, shooting the crap. Like, it's going to be a great night to be a Tigers fan, I promise you guys. So as always, you guys are legends. It is a great freaking season, a great day, and a great night to be a Tigers fan on this Magic round. We are going to go out to Suncorp. We're going to make it our one jungle, baby. We're going to turn it up. It is going to be raw and black, orange and white. I am so freaking pumped. And if you're around, jump on the live stream. It is going to be a freaking blast. I am so pumped. It's all raw, unfiltered, and there's no BS. So if you love that, jump on. And if you want to hang out with some fellas, we get a bunch of people on there, so it's great. Everyone gets chatting in the comment, in the live chat. It's really just a good time to get around other fellow Tigers folks, and just support the team we all love and call the West Tigers. So as always, guys, you guys are legends. Thanks for being here. It is a massive season to be a Tigers fan. I am so pumped for tonight. My nerves are slightly there. I won't lie. I will keep it real with you, but I know if we do those things, we stick to our guns, we play eyes up footy, we will be just fine. Guys, you take it easy. Geordie out.